sons and daughters of West Virginia. Thank you.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
We won't raise your rates just because of
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. I'm Maris Lowry with Bill O'Brien. We have Nick Eskins, the heavy hitter, producing and directing. Jackie Moon on camera. Also, the brains of the outfit, Faith Alexander, is here. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. You can apply for a job with Infinity Coal. You can apply online at the Facebook page at United Coal Company, or you can pick up a application at the Guard Shack located on Independence Road in Sophia, West Virginia. That's United and Infinity Coal Company. Also, the game here this evening brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes. Leisure Lanes will have a New Year's Eve Rockin' Bowl on New Year's Eve, and you can celebrate sending 2024 out and bringing 2025 in. You need to call to reserve your spot. The lanes are going fast, and you can dial up Leisure Lanes at 304-253-7328. Well, we're about a couple minutes away from getting the ball game tipped. It's a girls' game, or I should say women's game. It's the Bluefield State University Blue, 3-3 under fourth-year head coach Paul Davis, taking on the West Virginia Tech Golden Bear ladies. They are 1-7 under first-year head coach Kenny Osborne. Tech, their lone win was here in this building back on November the 8th. They are, as I mentioned, 1-7 losers of 4 in a row. Now, one thing that's different from the women's game and the men's game, of course, they both play 40 minutes, but what I think is better is the women's game because they play 4 10-minute quarters. They don't play halves like they do in the men's game. And also in the men's game, it's 7 fouls before you get to the bonus and a half. And then, of course, on the 10th team foul, you shoot 2 shots. In the women's game, when you get 5 fouls a quarter, then you go, there is no 1-and-1. Everything is 2 shots. And then that restarts over at the end of that quarter going into the next quarter. All right, we're getting ready to have the introduction of the players, and we are about 5 or 6 minutes away. We'll take one final break. We'll come back. We'll have the starting lineups, and we'll get the ball in the air as you're watching WVU Tech Golden Bears here on Video Productions.
Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall with 2 locations for your convenience. 3934 Robert Z. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
When you're about to go on the most important journey, it matters who you choose to start it with. From your very first prenatal appointment, Access Health's dedicated team is here to support you with the latest technology and personalized care. Preparing for your little one's arrival is a special time. And when the big day arrives, you can be confident knowing you have the same team to guide and support you. Access Health, your partner in health every step of the way.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Bill O'Brien. I'm Maris Lowry, getting you ready for this college women's basketball game. The 3-3 of Bluefield State University Blue taking on the Lady Golden Bears of West Virginia Tech, 1-7. And Bill, in the last segment, you were over talking to the official, and I had mentioned the difference between the men's game and the women's game. Is, you know, the men's game where they play halves and 17 fouls. I actually like the women's game the way they do it better. Quarters, there's no 1-and-1. There's 5 fouls per quarter. You shoot 2 shots, and then you start from 0, every quarter. I actually like that.
I do too. Right now we're trying to make sure that we can get the scoreboard working here. Both scoreboards are not cooperating with us, and I talked to the lead official. He said, hey, if we got to use stopwatches, we'll do it. We're going to get this game in. I like him a lot. And they've got a technician over there working on the scoreboards here at the Armory. And hopefully we will get this one started here in about 2 or 3 minutes.
Well, the one thing about it, Bill, as we were discussing during the commercial break with our producer-director, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, you and I are old former radio guys, so we will take care of the score. Now, if we don't have the clock, the scoreboard to our right does have the time. So as long as they got the time and the shot clocks are working, which they are on both ends, we'll be okay. By the way, Bluefield State was introduced. They'll be wearing the navy blue uniforms trimmed in white. And, Bill, since you do so well with names, I'm going to have you give the starting lineup for Bluefield State.
Maris, I'll get you for this. That's Bluefield is starting number 1, Azaria Binford. Number 10 is Tiana Rhodes. Number 13 is Jayla Sample. Number 21 is Jasmine Jenkins. And number 23 is Andrea Robertson. No problem.
And, Bill, I just looked over, and you see their coach over there, Paul Davis. He looks like he's about 7 foot, doesn't he? Starters, Avery Lucas. Alexis Sexton is averaging 10 a game. Manny Amafula in the starting lineup, and Kennedy Hancock, the starting 5. So in the center circle, it's going to be Hancock to jump for Tech, and jumping for Bluefield State will be Robinson. And we are ready to get the game underway, and the tip is controlled by Bluefield State. Right away, a 3-ball is good from downtown on the right side, and knocking that 3-ball down was Rhodes. So that didn't take long, did it, Bill?
Bluefield State, you're right. I mean, they just came out all guns a-blazing.
Well, you get a good look. You don't pass it up, and they didn't. Here's Tech. There's a 15-footer straight away. Needs a roll, doesn't get it. That shot put up by Hancock, and back the other way come the Blue. Not the Blues, but the Blue. Nice drive to the basket and a nice finish by Rhodes, and she's got the first 5 points of the game.
She's a player.
So you can see the score on your screen. We don't have the time, but we'll give you that. And we're not quite a minute into the game. There's a three, is good. The three ball put up by Sexton. Quickly back the other way. And, already, Bill, I really love the pace of this game. Open 15-footer from the left elbow won't go. That shot was put up at that time by Jenkins. And the Lady Golden Bears push the ball up the floor. Here's a three on the left side. It's good. Actually, I'm going to say it's a two. So Lucas only a two. And after a 5-0 run to start the game by Bluefield State, Bill, Tech answers with a 5-0 run of their own.
Both teams are pressing, too, all over the floor.
As I say, I love the pace of the game. Right off the opening tip, we're at 8:20 for the quarter. And now we do have the time. I knew the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, would find a way to get the score up there, Bill, and the time. Here's the three ball from the near corner. It's too strong. And coming out of there with the rebound will be Candace Stewart for Tech.
Only one scoreboard time is working. That's off to our right.
And that's the basket in which Tech is going to here in this first half. Here's an open shot from the left side of the floor. Doesn't go. That was a good look by Hancock, but you couldn't knock it down. And back the other way comes Bluefield. Shot from the left corner, a little too strong. And once again, Stewart there to get the rebound for the Lady Golden Bears. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions. Maris Lowry with Bill O'Brien. And Bill, this is the first of what's going to be a very busy December. And that shot that time from Stewart. She went to Greenbrier East. I think she shot that from downtown Lewisburg. And for the people out there watching that don't know, Lewisburg's a good 40 miles away.
Yeah, that's right. Longer than that, that's for sure.
Yeah, all right, new player into the ball game, and that is Drayton Gill into the ball game now for Bluefield State.
No, I'm not going to pronounce her first name.
No. Yeah, how about like this last name, Drayton-Gill. Here's a drive to the basket, little short shot off the glass up and in. That's a nice little shot by Jenkins, and Bluefield State has regained the lead. Once again, they're continuing to press, and here's a steal. And that's really forced the pace of this game. Right down the lane, little short shot right of the lane. The basket's good, but take it away. That's an offensive foul on the pass. And I don't think they're going to allow the basket.
That was Jenkins.
We watched the replay here. Yep. Right down the lane. That's a good call. So disallow the basket. And Tech now breaking the pressure. Stewart will dial it up for three. Splash down as Stewart rains a three, and Tech has their first lead of the game. Bluefield, as we mentioned, entered the game 3-3. Tech 1-7, losers of 4 in a row, trying to get back in the win column. And Bill, like you said, it's in our pregame, completely overhauled roster, new coach, everything. It's going to take a little time for the Tech women to gel.
Oh, no doubt.
Here's a three from Bluefield State, no good, and Hancock clears the rebound. Tech on the move. Hancock in the lane, they double team her, finds Stewart, dials up another three. Stewart now hit back-to-back threes. Such a weapon when you can dial up and shoot for that extra point, Bill.
She's got the touch, no doubt about it. She's very comfortable at that range.
Nice take off the glass up and in. A beautiful drive and a finish that time by Rhodes. Bill, back in your day, they couldn't even think of a three. Here's a steal by Bluefield, and they get the little short shot in the lane. That's good by Jenkins. Tech having a little bit of trouble getting the ball up with this pressure by Bluefield State. They're trying to get the ball to Hancock, who was ahead of the field. She has it now, spins in the lane, puts up the short shot with the left hand, and it won't go. But right now, Bill, it looks like Bluefield State really forcing the pace here. And they're not shy about drawing up a three. And from long distance, a three ball straight away by Sample. 7-0 run by Bluefield State, and they commit a foul. And I think what's helped is the pressure that they've applied on Tech. And now we have a timeout as Liz Cadle will check into the ball game, and we do have a timeout on the floor. So with 4:59 remaining opening quarter, right now Bluefield is on a 7-0 run. They lead 14-11. We'll take a quick break and be right back here on Video Productions.
A lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. and Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. and Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
As you saw, that latest Pepsi commercial sure made me thirsty, and you can quench your thirst with a nice blue can of Pepsi. Pepsi, one of our sponsors here in the game tonight. Also, we appreciate Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, the old country store with locations in Beckley and Princeton. Bill, you have some early numbers of this first quarter.
That's the thing we love about doing games here, because they give you stats updated regularly. Here, both teams are shooting great. So far, Bluefield State 6 of 10 from the floor, 2 of 4 from downtown. And Tech 4 out of 8 overall and 3 of 4 from long range.
Yeah, right now it's it's been a nice run, a 7-0 run for Bluefield to take this 3-point lead, and they're really applying a lot of pressure, making it really tough for Tech trying to get the ball into the front court.
Tiana Rhodes with 7 points leads Bluefield State so far, and Caden Stewart with 6 points leading Tech.
So here's Tech with it, trying to break that 7-0 run. Liz Cadle, as I mentioned, into the game with the ball now. You know, she signed at Tech. Actually, she went to Longwood at first, as Cadle has a baseline jumper is good. And that snaps the 7-0 run. But Cadle originally signed to go to Longwood, and then she came back to Tech, had some injuries, and she missed all of last year, and now it's good to see her on the floor as she makes her first basket.
Mm-hmm.
You get the ball in the post. Good take, hard to the basket, and a nice finish that time. Nice play by Sample.
5 points for her.
Here's Cadle on the move. Working the ball around the horn. Got 12 to shoot. They get the ball in the post. Good, strong move, just couldn't finish the shot, as that shot was a little long that time by Nixon, who just checked into the game for Tech.
You said strong move. It was strong.
Yeah, the shot was too strong, but Nixon clears the rebound on that miss. And back the other way come the Lady Golden Bears. Here's Cadle ahead of the pack. Cadle goes in right of the lane, draws the foul. The shot doesn't go, but Liz Cadle will step up to the free throw line and shoot a pair.
So we have one of our scoreboards off to our right as you look at the Little General replay. Scoreboard on the right is totally working. The one on the left is totally blank. There's the replay, and now we'll go foul shooting.
So, Bill, that's like me and you. You work and I don't.
Or maybe the other way.
Well, no, that's how it is. As Cadle gets set to shoot the free throw. First one on its way and good. That's her 3rd point. You know, it's for all these girls, Cadle, who played at Beckley, Woodrow Wilson, as I mentioned, Stewart played at Greenbrier East. You know, it's good to see the local products be able to shine here locally for Tech, as Stewart will check back into the game for the Lady Golden Bears, as Cadle makes them both and cuts the lead to 1.
There is plenty of talent here locally.
All right, so here we go. Actually, high-scoring first quarter. Like I said, I like that they play quarters in the women's game. Bluefield State working it around. See if they can get somebody free in the low post. There's 10 to shoot. Nice drive, good defense, 15-footer on its way. Good. That's a nice shot that time by Jenkins, able to knock it down.
6 points for her.
Once again, Bluefield State, you know, Bill, you figure if Bluefield State continues this pressure and make Tech work, they're trying to eventually just wear Tech down. Of course, if you missed it in the pregame, here's a 3 by Stewart. It won't go. Tech right now is playing without their leading scorer, which is Stacy Begay due to injury. She won't be back till after the Christmas holidays. Here's a three dialed up. That's a little strong. That shot put up by Benford, and Stewart able to get the rebound for Tech.
Well, in Bluefield State, they had problems giving us a starting lineup just to the last second before we came on the air.
Yeah, and both of these teams going through a little bit of injuries, as every team will over the course of a long season. There's Nixon, had it stripped, so Tech turns it over. Good ball movement. And they dial up a three, and that's going to be an air ball. So checking back into the Tech lineup will be Hancock, and into the lineup will be Drayton Gill for Bluefield State. And who else came in, Bill?
You want me to pronounce that?
Quow.
Yeah, Quow.
Quow.
Q-U-O-W.
Quow.
Anaya.
That.
Wow.
All right. Tough sledding for Tech. We got a held ball, and the arrow will keep it with Tech. You know, Bill, nobody's named Lowry and O'Brien no more, right? What happened to that? Like a good Irish name in O'Brien, huh?
I'm just thinking about first names, you know.
Well,
Maris and Bill.
Well, you know, people can't even say my name. And I said Paris, and they call me everything but. Maybe on purpose. I just tell people instead of, how do you say Paris, France?
Yeah.
Just drop the P and put an M. That's how you say Maris. Here's Cadle going in. Nice pass down low, and the shot wasn't finished. That's a nice pass by Cadle, found Hancock right under the basket, and she's not able to convert.
And that's the way you draw it up. That should have been two.
But it'll stay with Tech with 20 to shoot as we watch the replay there. And like you said, Bill, Cadle had a good little short shot, but she passed it down low. Here's Hancock into the lane, puts up the shot, and that time she does get it to go. Tech now within one. Back the other way, a quick three is good. A splash down by Rhodes. That's a good-looking shot right here in front of us, and the net didn't even move.
She said 2 long balls and 2 short ones, so 10 points for Rhodes.
Yeah, she's got right almost half of the points, 10 of the 21. Here's Cadle. She might have got away with the travel. They knocked the ball loose into the backcourt, so she can go back and get it. Down low again to Hancock, into the lane, little pump, up and in. Hancock doing some work in the center of the lane.
Mm-hmm. Looking good.
So coming up on the final minute of quarter number 1, 22 to shoot, plenty of time on the shot clock. That's one thing, these teams don't waste any time with that clock. Going in, the short shot is no good by Gill. And here's Tech with an opportunity to tie or take the lead with the 3 ball. Running the floor, laying it up and in. A beautiful play by Eastman, Abby Eastman. She finishes with the layup to tie the game. So coming down to the final 40 seconds of the quarter, 20 to shoot. It's been a very entertaining first quarter. A lot of contact, the shot's up and in, count it if it goes, and it goes. And that's a beautiful take to the basket by Guau, and she draws the foul with a hoop in the arm.
And let's take a look again, courtesy Little General.
Right there's the bump.
And
off the window, up and in.
Yep. Nicely done.
Nicely done. You showed her how to do that, didn't you, Bill?
I wish, back in the day.
Yeah, back when they had peach baskets when you played, right?
I'll tell you what.
And the three-point play is not completed. The ball's out of bounds over to Tech. So with 36 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter, Tech with an opportunity to tie or regain the lead here. And a new player into the ball game, Betts.
Drea Betts.
And once again, Bluefield State with continued pressure is ready to put the ball in play is Ratchford, I beg your pardon.
Thought they were going to give it to the cheerleader.
Yeah,
there.
Emily Ratchford.
Yeah.
And they try to get the ball, and they do to get it to Cadle. And Ratchford has a hard time getting it back. She's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Quau's right on it. Forced the turnover.
Yeah, that was a turnover waiting to happen.
Yeah.
So, with 27.8 remaining in the quarter, maybe last shot time, as they'll turn the shot clock off, and Bluefield State can run the clock all the way down, take the final shot of quarter number 1. Which, think about it, Bill, look at this. Tech's only committed 1 foul, Bluefield State only 3. So, to me, I say the game is not just bogged down by a bunch of free throws.
Mm-hmm.
There's a drive to the basket off the glass. Count if it goes. It doesn't go, but there's a foul. That's a good take by Drayton Gill. So Hancock will get whistled for the Tech foul, and Drayton Gill will get to the line to shoot 2.
Azarea Drayton Gill.
Yeah, I'll have you let you take a stab at that first name. Drayton Gill, first free throw. Actually, I had a nice conversation with her without knowing her name before the game. Yes, the first free throw's good. Quite an entertaining young lady for the about 5 or 10 minutes that her and I spoke at midcourt before the game. She makes them both. Pushes the lead out to 4. Tech will have 17 seconds. Radford to put it in play for Tech. Here's Cato with it. And it's one place you don't want to pick up your dribble at midcourt. 9 seconds on the clock. Radford's in trouble. And what do we got?
She's
foul, maybe?
She's fouled.
Yep. So it's really not a bad foul because Tech will have to inbound. We'll have 6.5 seconds to get a shot off here in the first quarter. Radford will put it in play. Looking for Stewart. Cato, step back, 15-footer ahead of the buzzer. It won't go, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. At the end of 1, your score is Bluefield State 25 and the West Virginia Women Golden Bears, the Tech 21. 25-21 after 1. We'll be right back here on Video Productions.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Let the sunshine in. Get started today with new windows and doors from Window World of Beckley. What better way to do that than our energy-efficient windows and doors for every budget and style? We offer superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price. We offer great financing options too. So why wait? Transfer your home today with Window World of Beckley and let the sun shine in.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. This evening's game is brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. Luca Richmond is your broker. You can dial him up at 256-0101, or you can check him out online at wvexitelevation.com. I'm Mara Slaughter with Bill O'Brien. And, Bill, you have the numbers, and the numbers of the first quarter brought to you by Pepsi. Nothing tastes better than a nice, cold Pepsi in that blue can. So, Tech down 4 at the end of the quarter. You got some individual totals.
Yeah, really, this has been a well-played game and great shooting for Bluefield State. They've hit 55% in the first quarter, and from long range, 43%. And 2 of 3 foul shooting, so 67% then. For Tech, 50% from the floor, 60% from long range, and 2 for 2 at the foul line.
And, Bill, one of the things, as I mentioned, like I said, I like the format of women. There's a jump step finish on right of the lane by Jenkins to extend the lead now for a Bluefield State by 6. Biggest lead of the game right here. But the one thing that we don't have in the women's game, when you reset the fouls, you don't have the game bogged down because of fouls. Nice spin move by Hancock, and it's blocked. It'll stay with Tech.
And a really good defensive play by Andrea Robertson for Bluefield State. Nice block.
So putting the ball in play will be Mbafula for Tech, and there's a foul in the inbounds play, trying to get the ball that time to Sexton, and Sexton will draw the foul. That's the first foul of the second quarter. So it'll be out of bounds with 20 to shoot.
By the way, well, we'll give you the individual stats in a moment.
Sexton with it. They get the ball to Hancock in the paint. Hancock's done work in that paint. Nice little move, spin move. That time the shot's a little strong, and the rebound will stay with Tech. Sexton on a drive, spin move with the left hand, a little out of control, and she had to shoot it because she got it off just right ahead of the shot clock.
Hey, we got both scoreboards working now.
Yep, got both scoreboards working. Of course, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, told them what to do, and if they just listen to the heavy hitter, things will work out, and it did. Here's a 3-ball. That's too strong. Battle for the rebound. It's with Tech.
Nice rebound by Amafula.
Yeah, a new player in the game, Kara Brown. She's got the ball now for Tech. They find Hancock in the low post. Backs her way in, muscles it up, and scores. That's a great play by Hancock, the way she was able to just keep backing the defender down and able to finish right of the lane that time. Skip pass across. And get the ball down low. Bill, here's where you got to look at the monitor because the referee's standing directly in front of you and I. We couldn't see anything, but we got the monitor. So I still got to teach you to look at the monitor when the referee's standing directly in front of us.
You know, I'm still not there.
I know. You're still back in the old days, right?
That's right.
And there's a turnover. Because they didn't have such thing as monitors in your day, right?
We did not have monitors, and we started out with only 2 referees. Now, of course, everybody uses 3. And I will tell you, this refereeing crew, I'm so impressed with them, and especially with the lead official.
You are so right. And, you know, Bill, they don't even need you and I to help them referee in this game. They've done such a good job.
They really have.
All right. Here's Bluefield. Nice shot off the glass. That's a beautiful play by Rhodes. A little kiss off the glass. And this 6-point lead equals the largest lead of the game for the Blues.
And she's got 12 points leading everybody.
Thank you, sir. You know, one thing I've noticed 3 or 4 times in this game, Bill, is Tech pulling the ball up at probably the worst place you could do it, right there on the, you know, at the mid-court stripe, right where you get trapped. But Hancock has played big. She puts the shot up, and it won't go, but she draws the foul.
Again, we were telling you about individual scoring, and we told you that Rhodes for Bluefield State has 12 points. Jenkins with 8 leading the way. And for Tech, Caden Stewart with 6 is the leading point maker.
So getting to the free throw line will be Kennedy Hancock. She will shoot 2 for the Lady Golden Bears. First free throw on its way and is good.
She scored 7 off the bench.
Yeah, she's played well. Takes her time, as you should. Second free throw on its way, and that is good as well. So she got them both, and she trims the lead to 4. And there's a foul on Hancock. That's a good call. The basket went in, but it won't count. It was a foul on the floor.
You know, Tech had tied this game at 21 in the last seconds of the first quarter, and since then, they've been playing catch-up, but they're keeping it close.
Yeah, like I said, they were down as many as 6 on a couple occasions, and they're only down 4 now. Each team with 2 team fouls here in the second quarter. There's a 3, is good. The 3-ball by Sample.
Her second long ball, total of 8.
And now this touchdown and extra point lead is the largest, and a steal and then a foul. And right now, like I said, Bill, you could tell in the first quarter that the pressure Bluefield State was putting on Tech was eventually catching up. And now they get after that 3, they get a steal and now a foul, and trying to really open up into perhaps a double-digit lead here.
Yeah, this was a big, big play.
So with a 7-point lead, they can take the lead up to 9 if both of these free throws are successful, but the first one is not. And here comes the second free throw on its way. It's good. So 1 out of 2 free throws were made, and that was Angel Walker who made, I beg your pardon, that was Benford who made that. So largest lead of the game right here at 8. Here's Sexton with it way out high. 15 to shoot. Sexton attacks the basket, maybe got away with a walk and a little kiss off the glass.
That was pretty.
I guess that technically really wasn't a walk, maybe a little Euro step, as they say. Here's
That's
a 15-footer. That is no good by Bluefield. And Tech able to get the rebound and then a Bluefield foul.
Yeah, that was a West Virginia step. By the way, we've got, Bluefield State here, Bluefield State University, and across the border in Bluefield, Virginia, there's Bluefield University.
Yeah, they just changed their name from Bluefield College to Bluefield University.
Correct.
As Stewart will check back into the Tech lineup.
And, of course, Bluefield State has a brand-new president. So changes there.
So once again, Tech having a hard time trying to break the pressure. And that time, Cadle throws it away, trying to get the ball to Stewart. But when you keep pressure, eventually, unless you can hit the right play, and times where Tech has got stopped and turned it over when they get the ball to a certain place, pick up their dribble, or having a hard time in the backcourt like that.
6 turnovers against Tech, only 1 for Bluefield State.
They are the blue, not the blues, but the blue. Nice spin move into the lane, and the shot is left short that time by Jenkins. That was a good spin move. Here's Cato in the front court. There's a drive to the basket and a finish, and it goes. Nice play that time by Lucas. Avery Lucas for an and one.
Here's the replay. Take a look at this.
Yeah, a little spin, a little crossover.
That was that semi-Euro step.
Get the hoop in the arm.
Yeah.
Lucas trying to polish off a three-point play. She cannot. And the fight for the rebound, and Bluefield State comes out of there with it. $18 to shoot. Here's a three dialed up. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Bluefield, and they get a new clock. But it doesn't reset all the way to 30, Bill, just to 20. There's Jenkins that missed the original three. Bluefield State inbound under their own basket. They get it in. Nice drive to the basket. Count. If it goes, it won't go. Cato will be whistled for the foul. And that was a good take that time by Sample. So Sample will step up the line to shoot a pair.
You know, Bluefield State not afraid to put it up. They love to run and gun.
Their pressure is really, they've created the pace. It seemed like the pace has slowed down maybe just a little bit in the second quarter is what the game was. Because eventually, I guess if you press enough, I guess your players get tired too. So the first free throw by Sample is good.
9 points for her.
Biggest lead in the game has been 8. Sample with the free throw. She got them both. Takes the lead out to 6 right now. As Bluefield State will get into their bench. And Guao will check into the game. Once again, the pressure. Making Tech really work to get the ball up the court. And they get the ball ahead to Stewart. Stewart up and under overhead. The shot's too strong. And see, that time, Bill, I think Bluefield State forced Tech to play faster than Tech wants to play.
I think that's a perfect analysis.
Here's a three. Back iron, no good. Benford put up the shot to get an offensive rebound. The putback's no good. Stewart had it for a minute. She'll lose it out of bounds, and it'll go over to Bluefield State. And they'll have a new clock with 20 to shoot. New player into the game for Tech. Brooklyn Davis will check in for the Lady Golden Bears, seeing her first action of the game. And now they say it's going to be Tech's ball, I do believe. Yep. First of all, I thought they said Bluefield State, and now they changed it, and now they point toward the Golden Bears of Tech. So I'm glad I wasn't the only person that saw that, right?
I saw it, yeah.
All right, here's Liz Cadle up and under. She's able to score. That play very similar to the one Stewart did on the previous possession.
It was a pretty.
Here's a little short baseline. That's going way short. Tech on the move. Here's Sexton from the left side. Knocks it down. I beg your pardon, Lucas. That's Lucas with the shot.
Back to a 2-point game.
Yep, Tech within 2. Bluefield stays led by as many as 8. Lucas able to hit that mid-range jumper, knock it down. 15 to shoot for Bluefield State. Here's a three dialed up. That's an air ball, and that's a new player into the game. As Robinson misses that shot for Bluefield State. And we'll have a timeout on the floor. 4:08 for the half, 2-point lead for Bluefield State. We'll take a break here on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Bill O'Brien. I'm Maris Lowry. We have the heavy hitter in disguise here tonight. That is Mr. Nick Eskins. We have the brains of the outfit, Faith Alexander and Jackie Moon on camera. Bill, good and a half right now. 4:08 remaining in it, and a 2-point lead for Bluefield State. You have some numbers.
Well, you know, Maris, these are up-to-date official numbers, and the game is sort of bogged down just a little bit after a really high-scoring first quarter. The shooting has sort of taken a pause. 43% from the floor for Bluefield State, 52% for Tech.
Tech, here's an opportunity to tie the game or grab the lead. Working around the horn, down the lane. There's a foul on the drive. And going down the lane that time is Amafula. And she will draw the foul. And she'll get to the line. Actually, I said on the drive, but in the act of shooting. So she'll get to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Manny Amafula. Free throw is no good. And I was hearing the PA, Randy Hunt, call her Amafula, so I guess I got that right.
You are correct, and she's the only one of the starters without points. Maybe now she'll get one.
And you jinxed her, Bill.
Oh, darn.
Yeah, shot that free throw just a little too hard. Didn't really have much arch on it, did it?
The announcer's jinx.
That's right. Back the other way, here's Bluefield State. And as you said, Bill, you're right, the scoring is kind of bogged down a little bit here. There's a nice drive here in the second quarter, but a nice finish by Jenkins.
And she is the third Bluefield State player in double digits.
But right here, and you know, this pressure has really caused Tech some problems. Because by the time they get the ball up, you don't want to get too late in the shot clock. Here's a three put up, and that's no good. And that three that time was put up by Sexton. And back the other way comes the Blue. Bluefield State University coming up here on the final 3 minutes of the opening half. Bluefield State led 25-21 at the end of the quarter, and with the ball and up 4 now, 15 to shoot. Halftime, the Massey Power Sports halftime show. We'll recap the first half. Bill will have the numbers for you. 4 to shoot. They're going to have to get it up, and they do, and off the back iron just ahead of the shot clock, and that shot doesn't go, and here's Tech with it. They got numbers. And here's Cato with the trail. She knocks down a 15-footer from the left elbow.
Well, she's deadly from that range.
Yeah, in high school, her senior year, she had the game winner to beat St. Albans to send Beckley to the state tournament in a regional final in Beckley. That's a nice drive and a nice finish that time by the young lady from Bluefield State, Jenkins. Coming up on the final 2 minutes of the half. Good ball movement. Ball's loose in the lane. Cato had it, thought about the three. Will back it back out, 15 to shoot. Tech's going to have to get in their offense. We're under 10 to shoot. Into the lane, a lot of contact, no whistle. The short shot's put up. And Bluefield State comes out of there with the rebound. That shot that time was put up by Lucas. Nice spin into the lane. Little short shot is good. That's a nice finish. Nice touch by Drayton Gill.
You're not going to say her first name, are you?
That's what I got you for, Bill. Here's a baseline shot for Tech. Is good.
Lucas.
Lucas knocks it down. Coming up on the final minute of the first half. Stewart over there at the scorer's table waiting to check in on the next dead ball. 19 to shoot for Bluefield. As we're now under a minute for the half, here's a three straight away, off the glass, up and in. What a shot.
The bank is open.
Yes. Jenkins dials it up from downtown. And now we got a foul. And that's not what you want to do if you're Bluefield, because as we watch this ladies replay, and Bill, when that ball left her hand, I knew it was going in. She's able to knock that down, a little kiss off the glass. But I was saying that if you're Bluefield, you didn't want to commit that foul because that's the 15th foul of the quarter, and that will get Tech to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And getting to the free throw line will be Brooklyn Davis, as the first free throw is good.
Yeah. Coach Osborne using a lot of players.
And
1 out of 2.
1 out of 2. Here's a 3 ball from the near corner. Is good. A splashdown by Robinson. Biggest lead of the game right here at 9. Last shot time for Tech. 18 seconds left in the half. Lucas into the lane. Shot up and in. That's a good shot that time by Davis. Last shot time. Final 5 seconds of the half. I'm not sure Bluefield knows it. They got to get it off, and I don't think they will, do they? It went in, and they're going to wave it off. I don't think they got it off in time. I think that's the right call. Now, Bill, they can come and use our monitor if they need to make that decision.
And the referees are meeting.
But if they need to look at it, we have the replay, and now they count it. As we watch the replay, let's see. We're going to have to try that again. If you can back that up again, it looked like maybe the ball left her hand right as the red light came on. There you can see. If you look at the top of the screen there, let's see. We're looking at the clock. Does she get it off in time? She does.
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
Just a smidgen.
A smidgen, whatever that is.
That's a technical term.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's technical enough to make the 3-ball count. And at the break, it's a 10-point lead for Bluefield State. They lead Tech 50-40. We'll take a break, come back. Bill will get you the numbers of the first half as you're watching live streaming coverage of this women's basketball game here from the Armory in Beckley here on Video Productions.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Let the sunshine in. Get started today with new windows and doors from Window World of Beckley. What better way to do that than our energy-efficient windows and doors for every budget and style? We offer superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price. We offer great financing options too. So why wait? Transfer your home today with Window World of Beckley and let the sun shine in.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center here at the Massey Power Sports Halftime Show here at this college women's basketball game. And at the break, the largest lead of the game here at 10 for Bluefield State. They lead the game 50-40 over the Lady Golden Bears of Tech. Bluefield State entered the game 3-3 under their fourth-year head coach Paul Davis. Kenny Osborne in his first year as head coach at Tech, they're 1-7 coming into the game. They were losers of 4 in a row. Their only win came here in this building. And the first 5 points of the game were scored by Bluefield State. They went up 5-0. Then Tech had a 5-0 run to tie the game. Back and forth they went in the first quarter, and the lead got up to his pick is 6. And at the end of the quarter, it was a 4-point lead, 25-21. Yes, in women's college basketball they play quarters. As you know, in men's they play half. Into the second quarter, the lead got up to 8. Then Tech made a run, cut it to 4. The lead got to 9. Tech cut it back to 4, and now the lead at the break is 50-40. to 40. We'll take our first Massey Power Sports halftime show. When we come back, we'll go inside the numbers with Bill, and he'll have that for you on the flip side of the break here on Video Productions.
Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
When you're about to go on the most important journey, it matters who you choose to start it with. From your very first prenatal appointment, Access Health's dedicated team is here to support you with the latest technology and personalized care. Preparing for your little one's arrival is a special time. And when the big day arrives, you can be confident knowing you have the same team to guide and support you. Access Health, your partner in health every step of the way.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. I'm Maris Lowry with Bill O'Brien. We have the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Also, aside from him is Faith Alexander, the brains of the outfit, and we have Jackie Moon on camera. At the break, 10-point lead for Bluefield State, the Blue, with a 50-40 lead over the Golden Bears of WU Tech. We're going to go inside the numbers of the first half, and inside the numbers are brought to you by Pepsi. Nothing tastes as good as an ice-cold Pepsi. Pepsi. You got to love it, and whether it's the blue can of Pepsi, whether it's the silver can of Diet Pepsi or Pepsi Zero in the black can, as long as it's Pepsi, you know you got the right one. And I got the right one sitting right beside me, Mr. Bill O'Brien, who's got inside the numbers of the first half.
Thank you, Maris. I could use a blue can of Pepsi right now, I'm telling you. This was a close game with 4 minutes left and a half. It was only 35-33 favor of State, and then they sort of got a little hot streak going on, including that last long shot just ahead of the buzzer. And when we looked at the replay, we thought it was not going to count, but hey, we were able to slow it down thanks to Nick at Night, and by a smidgen, it was good indeed. Here are the official stats for Bluefield State University. Came in 3-3 record. They've got 3 of their starters in double figures, led by Jasmine Jenkins. 18 points for her, 8 for 11 from the floor, 2 of 3 from long range. So 18 for Jenkins leads the way for the Big Blue. 12 points for Tiana Rhodes, 10 points for Jayla Sample. The rest of the scoring, not a whole lot of it. Drayton Gill has 4, Robinson with 3, Quao has 2, Binford with 1 point. For WVU Tech, nobody in double figures, but a lot have scored. 8 points for Alexis Sexton. 8 points for Liz Cadle. The rest of the scoring, Stewart with 6, Sexton with 5. I beg your pardon, I think I gave the wrong name earlier. Avery Lucas with 8 points. Sexton has 5. We go down to Brooklyn Davis with 3. Abby Eastman has 2 points. Amafula started and did not score. Here are the team totals now officially for Bluefield State. 19 field goals made out of 37 shots. That's 51.5%. From three-point land, 7 of 15. That's 47%. And from the foul line, 5 of 7. That's 71.5%. For WVU Tech, they had 16 made shots out of 30 tries. That's 53%. 3 of 6 from long range. That's 50%. And 5 of 9 foul shooting, 55.5%. In the rebounding situation, Tech has 20 and Bluefield State has 16. And turnovers, only 1 turnover against the Big Blue, 7 mistakes against Tech. There you go.
And I think that's one of the big differences in the game, the pressure that Bluefield State put on Tech, forcing those 7 turnovers, and they were able to turn into points. It's a 10-point advantage at the break for Bluefield State. They lead 50-40. We'll take another break here in the Massey Power Sports halftime show and come back and get you ready for the second half, streaming live here on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but
Brian moves!
Incredible. A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
Compliance helped me lose 50 pounds by freeing up tasks like payroll, HR, and bookkeeping. I'm now free to do what I want.
With compliance, you can do what you want to do. Compliance, we've got your back office.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience, 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
We are back courtside at the Dave Barksdale Court in Beckley, West Virginia. Glad to have you aboard. We're at halftime here. It's a 10-point lead for the visitors from Bluefield State over the home team, WVU Tech. One of our sponsors tonight is Leisure Lanes, and here is something. If you're looking for a blast on New Year's Eve, you want to go to the Leisure Lanes New Year's Eve Rock and Bowl to bring in the new year. That's the place to reserve your spot. And all you need to do is call Leisure Lanes at 304-253-7328. You'll need to prepay. It's $130 a lane, 6 bowlers per lane maximum. But I tell you what, if you are looking for fun, there's unlimited bowling, futuristic bowling, music with glowing lanes, a light show, door prizes, buffet-style food, a continental breakfast, party hats, noisemakers. I'm already out of breath. Leisure Lanes, the Rock and Bowl, bringing in the new year just right. So we thank them for their sponsorship, along with our friends at Affinity Coal. Affinity Coal offers no premium, no deductible health insurance with a dental and vision coverage package. Affinity Coal also offers company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company-matching 401k. Affinity Coal, go to their website at United Coal. Okay, Maris Lowry, let's talk sports.
Well, we will, Bill, and we're about a minute away from starting the second half with a 10-point lead for Bluefield State. But, Bill, before we get started the second half, talk a little bit of WVU football since we're talking about WVU Tech women's basketball. Of course, the firing of Neil Brown happened on Sunday afternoon, and now a national search is underway. And I think what did him in, even though obviously the last game losing to Texas Tech in the manner which they did, but I told pretty much all of my friends that are West Virginia fans, I think the Pitt game is what really done him in, because they blew that 10-point lead in the last 4 minutes, and I think they never recovered from that game.
That's right. I mean, it was going to happen. I mean, Neil Brown was going to be gone after that debacle, and it was just a matter of time. And then what happened at Texas Tech, his fate was sealed. Now, as far as Marshall football, the Herd has, after they blew a big lead in a game earlier in the season, they have played great and won 6 straight, and now they won the eastern part of the Sun Belt Conference, and they will play at Louisiana.
And here's something, Bill, as we get ready to start the second half, and we'll get back into basketball. But quickly, let me run this by. I understand that Coach Huff doesn't have a contract extension, so I was just curious as to see what's going to happen with him as Marshall and Coach Huff as they decide to move forward here.
Yeah, his contract ends at the end of this year, and he's thinking he's going to get re-signed. We'll see.
All right, ready to start the second half. And Tech will have the first possession, 10-point advantage, which is the largest lead of the game here for Bluefield State as we start the second half, quarter number 3. So Tech going to the basket now right here in front of us. Here's Stewart with it. Tech trying to get the ball maybe inside, and they do. Hancock had a pretty good first half. She'll shoot a 15-footer. She can't hit. And the rebound is off to Bluefield State. Their first possession of the second half. Here's a 3 from the right side. Good! A splash down by Rhodes, and the biggest lead of the game at 13 right now by Bluefield State. They get a steal, and I knew, Bill, that I told you eventually this pressure was, you could start to see throughout the course of the game a little floater on the baseline, and just like that, a quick 5-0 spurt out of the locker room, and Tech wants and gets a timeout as that lead went from 10 to 15 in not even a minute, and it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here.
We're going to talk about basketball this weekend here on Video Productions, and Maris, you and I are going to be working a lot of high school basketball at Shady Spring High School.
Yes.
We've got Friday, we got, 3 games?
We do. I've got it here somewhere.
Well, I should have given you a little heads up on that. Sorry about that.
Well, no, I got it.
Okay.
You know I'm prepared. So on Friday night, Bill, you and I will work Shady JV against Beckley JV. That tips at 5. And Eric Thomas will join me for Shady and South Charleston on Friday. Then on Saturday, Bill, you've got 3 games. You got Nicholas County, Webster County. Of course, these are all boys' games. Summers County, Mountain View, and Liberty at Van. There is a 10 o'clock game. I don't have it here in front of me. I think it's Hurricane. I know it's Hurricane. I'm not sure who Hurricane and Oak Hill got moved up from 3:15 to 10 o'clock. And then it's Pikeview and Westside, Beckley, Nitro, Greenbrier East and Charleston Catholic, and Wyoming East and Independence. And that's all taking place on this weekend at Shady High School. And this is like the 4th year we've done that. So like I said, Bill, this was a 10-point lead. And not even with a minute into the second half on 2 possessions, Bluefield State has opened the lead to 15. Now there is a conference among the officials. Not really sure what this is about.
Jenkins hit that tray for Bluefield State. She's got 21 points, and that was like a dagger in the heart.
So, yeah, not really sure. Something that I know that head coach Kenny Osborne is not happy with as he is on the officials, and I'm not sure now we'll have the officials having another meeting.
Amafula is ready to throw it in. She's wearing number 21 on her white outfit.
Now let's see, Bill. Now they're going to the scorers table. So we have at 9:08 remaining in the third, 15-point lead, and there's 27 on the shot clock as we see the officials having a discussion. And WU Tech women's coach Kenny Osborne is not very happy with whatever they decided originally. Let's see what they do now.
By the way, the president of WVU Tech, Ramon Stewart, Dr. Stewart had his little girl there. They were shooting under the basket during halftime. I mean, you talk about this is what holidays are all about. I mean, it was just so much fun to watch. And if you have not met Dr. Ramon Stewart, you're in for a treat. He is just one terrific guy, and proud to see his leadership at West Virginia University Tech in Beckley.
So once again, the discussion of two of the three officials continues at midcourt at the scores table across the way. I'm not really sure. They had the timeout after, as we talked about, it was a 50-40 halftime lead. Bluefield State had a 2 and then a 3. Tech called a timeout, and I don't know what the discussion is, but whatever it is, it looks like they've got it fixed. There's 3 seconds that came off the shot clock, and that's when Tech threw the ball in before they called the timeout. So whatever it is, Bill, looks like they got it worked out.
And I can tell you, these referees have done a terrific job here. We had some technical problems at the beginning, and it was no problem for them.
But once again, this pressure has really taken a toll on Tech. Here's a pass. Yeah, she's played well.
Yeah.
Here's a little skip pass, drive on the baseline. Good defense by Stewart for Tech. Nice drive into the lane and a nice finish by Sample. The lead back to 15 equals the largest lead of the game. But that's another thing, Bill. Look, it takes Tech, 8 to 10 seconds to get the ball across the midcourt stripe. Stewart open for 3 and drains a 3 ball.
Her third long ball.
So I watched plenty of that in her high school playing days when she played for Greenbrier East, played for our current governor and soon-to-be Senator Jim Justice.
He's going to still coach.
3 ball is no good, and there's a rebound for Tech. And coming out there's Lucas with the rebound. Here's Stewart again. Thought about the 3, now goes inside to Hancock. Hancock will muscle it up and score.
Got to like her game.
So a mini 5-0 run by Tech to trim the 15-point lead to 10.
They can get it to single digits. Well, it'll make all the difference.
Right, and that's it, Bill. You got to chip away at that lead. Good spin move. Off the glass, no good. Tech has a chance this trip to get it to single digits. Hancock open, and they knock the ball out of her hand. It'll stay with Tech with 22 to shoot.
Well, that was great defense that time by Sexton, who that was Sample, who came out of nowhere, or that would have been an easy 2 for Tech.
So Amafula will put the ball in play for
Tech.
Here's
the replay. Hey, look at that. Thanks again, little gentleman.
Yeah, 3 minutes into the third. Here's Stewart for 3, and she can't hit. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Tech. So Tech, an even 7 minutes left in the third. Down 10, 20 on the shot clock. And it'll be Drayton Gill to check in for the Blue of Bluefield State.
Azadrea.
That is her first name. How you like that? How you say that?
I've been practicing.
How you say it?
Whatever I just said.
What did you say?
Azadrea. Yeah.
Here's Stewart for 3. Got it. And Tech, after being down by as many as 15, have now cut the lead to 7. Inside, there's a travel. And now Tech, as you talked about, Bill, if they can get it to single digits, and they've done that after they were down 15 just a minute ago, and they've scored 8 in a row. So an 8-0 Golden Bear run have trimmed that 15-point lead to 7. Hancock, head of the lane, puts it on the deck and turns it over. Here's 2-on-2. Bluefield State going right to the basket. Little scoop shot won't go. Battle for the rebound, and Tech comes out of there with it, with Amafula into the front court. Stewart's had the hot hand. She has the ball now. Here's a three. That's an air ball. And on that three, that was put up by Sexton. And like I said, an air ball as Liz Cadle will check into the Tech lineup.
You know, Maris, it's interesting in watching the pregame warm-up. Bluefield State wore shirts that said, "Don't make excuses." That's their phrase for the year.
Into the lane, little short shot. Needs a roll, won't get it. Offensive rebound, and there's going to be a foul on Bluefield State. And they'll get Drayton Gill with a foul. So that's the first foul on either team here in the second half.
And by the way, when I was giving stats, Maris, I did not give the individual fouls. Nobody on either team has as many as 3.
Yeah, and one thing I like it because they don't call a lot of fouls,
Yeah.
which I like. I like how this league, and I've watched the same way in the men's. You really got to be strong with the ball. They're not going to call any ticky-tack fouls. Hancock in the low post. Spins into the lane, puts up the short shot and scores. She's really good in that low post. And a 10-0 run for Tech. And they've come all the way back from being down 15 to down 5. Here's a three, is good. A big 3 ball by Rhodes and a timeout. So after a 10-0 run by Tech, a 3 ball to get the lead back to 8. 5.5 remaining in the third. It's 60-52 Bluefield State. We'll be back right after this here on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
This evening's game is brought to you in part by Exit Elevation Realty. Luke Richmond, the broker. You can dial them up at 304-256-0101. Check them out on the web, www.exitelevation.com. Bill, you have some updated stats you can squeeze in here in just a second.
Okay.
Maybe now is a second. See if you got them.
Tech has been really hot here in the third quarter. Almost 60% from the floor.
And they turn it. Nope, they don't turn it over. The ball's knocked out of bounds on the baseline.
They have committed 3 turnovers in this quarter.
They had a 10-0 run at one point, and that was a big 3 Rhodes hit to get the lead back to 8 for Bluefield State. State is led by as many as 15 in the game. So a new shot clock at 20. And I like how they do that, Bill. They reset the clock to 20 seconds.
We're happy they're all working.
Well, they are. Both shot clocks are working. Both scoreboards are working.
We're all happy.
Everything's working fine.
That's right. We're loving it.
We are. We don't want to jinx it. As soon as we say that, something will happen, right? It always does. Here's Cadle from the baseline, in and out. Heartbreak. That ball was halfway in. And here's Bluefield State. So Tech got back pretty good. 5-on-5, 15 to shoot for Bluefield State.
Tech's in a man-to-man defensively, or woman-to-woman.
And here's a nice drive to the basket and can't finish. The ball's tipped out. And here's Liz Cadle in the front court. And a turnover. So on the turnover, Stewart will check back into the ball game for Tech. You know, when we actually, the men's have a game on Friday the 13th. I know that's your favorite day, Bill.
It is.
And the game is going to be played at the Van Meter Gym up in downtown Beckley on the Tech campus. So when Tech plays here's a 3 straight away. The men's team, which is no good that time, Bluefield, an offensive rebound. The putback is good. That's a nice play by Jenkins. But what I'm getting at, Bill, is when the men's team of Tech finally plays here at the Armory on December 16th, it'll be their first game in this building since back in early November. So it's since election day, November the 4th. Tech turns it over. The lead's back to double digits for Bluefield State. Tough shot and up and in. Boy, that's a nice shot that time by Drayton Gill. So the lead was 15, and it was cut down to 5, and now back up to 12. So been a game of runs here in this third quarter.
It has.
Back the other way, little short shot up and in. That shot's good. New player into the game, Van Hook.
Anaya Van Hook.
Yes, leads 14. So it went from 15 to 5, and all of a sudden, just like that, back to 14. Nice take. Shot put up by Tech. That's no good. That shot was put up by Sexton, and Sexton gets it back and lays it up and in.
And you got to give a lot of credit to Avery Lucas. I mean, she went diving for that ball to make it happen.
So it's a 12-point advantage. Biggest lead's been 15. 18 to shoot for Bluefield State. They'll dial up a 3. That won't go. Liz Cadle gets the rebound for Tech. That shot put up by Jenkins. But see, Cadle picked up her dribble, and now they get the ball in the front court as Tech. Sexton on a drive. Spins, uses the window and scores. That's a nice move that time by Alexis Sexton. So like I said, we've had a game of runs. Here's wide open 3, good. The 3 ball by Van Hook. See, right there is where you don't want to pick up your dribble, right there at midcourt. And here's Stewart will dial it up for 3. That's short. Van Hook clears the rebound for Bluefield State. There's a drive all the way to the basket, a little too strong. That shot was put up by Rhodes, and we got a whistle and a foul on the play, and I think it's going to be a Tech foul. And it is. As Hancock will check back into the game. Also into the game for WVU Tech is Emily Ratchford back into the game. So there was a foul on the rebound, so Bluefield State will have it. And we've got a new player into the ball game for Bluefield State, and that new player is Sample. And even 2 minutes left in the third. 13-point lead for Bluefield State. They've led by as many as 15. 20 to shoot. Van Hook for 3, splash down. Actually, it's a 2. Her foot was on the line. The official was right on it. But nevertheless, that equals the biggest lead, Bill, at 15. Stewart down the lane. Hancock in the low post. Spins, tacks the basket. Nice move by Hancock. She'll draw the foul and get to the line.
And she knew she was going to get fouled, and so she made it strong to make sure she get 2 shots.
Yeah, she's had a solid game for Tech.
She really has.
Stewart has shot the ball from 3.
Stewart with 12. Hancock with 14.
Lucas and Sexton have played well, but the Bluefield State's pressure has really made it tough on Tech, made tough living on Tech. And, you know, the lead 15 several different times, and that's where it is now. Hancock trying to cut into that lead. The first free throw is good.
She's 3 for 3 foul shooting today.
And she'll shoot the back end of the 2-shot opportunity. Free throw on its way, and that's good. She got them both. And will trim the lead to 13. But, you know, Bill, this has been, like you said, a very well-officiated game. It's been both teams have played hard. It's been exciting, very entertaining game.
And Bluefield State only 2 turnovers the entire game.
Yeah, that's really been the key. They've really taken care of the ball. As soon as you say that,
Well, there's the third.
Say, there's your announcer, Gene. As soon as you say that, there's turnover number 3. Hey, so I'm going to tell that young lady after the game, I said, see that guy, Bill O'Brien? That's his fault that you turned it over right there.
What a partner you are, Maris.
Well,
Thank you.
Bill, I got to look out for everybody,
Yeah,
right? Here's Hancock in the open floor to take that pass and lay it up and in.
Great teamwork.
Van Hook from downtown, splash, kaboom!
That's her second long ball since she's come in, and she had another one where her foot was on the line. She could really have been 3 for 3 from downtown.
She needed a calling card for that. That was so far out. And Tech turns it over in the final minute of the third. Here's Van Hook. She's inside the three-point line. She missed that one. She's too close.
That's it. But she's come off the bench really to make an immediate impact. But both these coaches are using all their players.
Well, as cold as it is outside and as hot as Van Hook had been here, maybe she's kind of thawed things out outside a little bit.
Something's got to give.
Well, it's supposed to be a little warmer in the Beckley area tomorrow. We hope so anyway.
Yeah.
They try to get the ball inside to Hancock. They turn it over, does Tech. Final 30 seconds of the third. Down low. Shot is up and in, and that is by Drayton Gill. This is the largest lead of the game right here at 16.
Azarea, Drayton Gill.
So maybe last shot time for Tech. The clock's off as they knock the ball out of Stewart's hands. Hard to the basket. The finish is not there. Tech's got 10 seconds to work with, and there's a reach-in foul. And not really a bad foul. It's only the third team foul. And that'll make Tech take the ball back out with 7.6 in the third and down 16.
Tiana Rhodes, she was big smile on her face. She really went hard for the ball and fell hard to the floor.
So here's Stewart. Last shot time for Tech here in the third quarter. Do they know the clock? They try to get the ball inside to Hancock, and they're not going to get a shot off, I don't believe. And that shot will not beat the buzzer. And at the end of 3, the lead is up to 16 for Bluefield State. After 3, it's Bluefield State 76 and WU Tech 60. Back with the fourth quarter right after this here on Video Productions.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Bill O'Brien. I'm Maris Lowry. Got the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing, directing the brains of the outfit, Faith Alexander. We have our camera person, Jackie Moon, our full crew here. And Bill, you have some stats through 3 quarters.
Hot off the press, and we love, again, the way they provide the stats on a regular basis here. So, for the ball game, oh, by the way, our stats are brought to you by our friends at Pepsi Cola of Southern West Virginia. Now's the time for an ice-cold Pepsi, especially in the blue can. Bluefield State, 76 points for the game. They've hit 51% from downtown, 52%, and free throwing, 71%. For WVU Tech, team totals, 52% for the game, 42% from long range, and 64% foul shooting. Individual scoring for Bluefield State, Jenkins with 20 leads the way, Rhodes with 18, Sample has 14, and Van Hook off the bench has scored 10. So they got 4 double digits for the Big Blue. For WVU Tech, led by the 18-point effort from the center, Kennedy Hancock, 12 points for Caden Stewart. Once again, here's Maris Lowry.
Thank you very much, Bill. We start the fourth quarter. Bluefield State led 25-21 at the end of 1, 50-40 at the break. 16-point lead right now, the biggest lead of the game here at 76-60. And Bluefield State will have the first possession. Van Hook for 3. A splash down again from downtown. The biggest lead of the game right here at 19, 79-60. Well, that's a good-looking shot.
Oh, yeah. And she's like third string.
Yeah, well, I guess, you just play. When your number's called on, you go out there and you play, and she's dialed up from distance. Here's a 3 for Tech. Is good. That 3 ball put up by Sexton. But Tech get back in the game, Bill, they got to do it on this end of the floor, the defensive end. And it's got to start with a stop, and they don't get it there. And that's a nice turnaround in the lane by Sample. So 18-point advantage, 1 minute here into the fourth quarter. But I think the biggest difference of the game, Bill, like I said it in the first quarter, the pressure, Stewart drives to the basket, they cut her off. You get the ball inside, and there's a nice finish that time again by Sexton. Here's a three. Back iron, no good. Long rebound. Bluefield State has the possession into the lane, draws a foul, and that will be Drayton Gill getting to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Azarea, Drayton Gill.
Azarea, Drayton-Gill.
Yeah. Good-looking player. Really, you've got to like Bluefield State. The Big Blue wearing their home team opponents down here little by little. You know, it was a close game with 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. It was only a 5-point lead for Bluefield State at 57-52, and now they have stretched it out. They're in control.
Tech were down 15, made a 10-0 run, as you mentioned, Bill, to cut the lead to 5. But I think, once they cut it to 5, and Bluefield State was able to extend the lead back to 15. The lead's 16 now, and now with the free throw made, that takes it to 17. But Tech is going to have on this end of the floor, and moving forward, that's an area I think that they're really going to have to get better defensively as one of 2 free throws are made. But no question that the full court pressure that Bluefield State used at the beginning of this game has given Tech a lot of problems.
Yeah, they just worn them down.
Lucas on the drive, a little floater, doesn't go. We got a whistle, and we have an offensive foul. We do.
Good call.
On Lucas. So it's an 82-65 lead for Bluefield State, 8-16 for the game. Bluefield State 3-3, trying to get a game over 500, and Tech's trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. They entered the game at 1-7. So here's Bluefield State with it, 18 to shoot. Nice ball movement. There's a drive into the lane. They find an open shooter. Thought about the three and will pass up the three to get a closer shot. It doesn't go, but they get an offensive rebound and then a Tech foul.
Ooh.
And that's one thing. If you get the stop, you get them and miss a shot, you've got to get the rebound as Hancock will check back into the Tech lineup.
Hancock needed a break. She's really played hard and contributed 18 points so far.
So Benford will inbound the ball. Van Hook, 2, her foot was on the line. That's why she probably missed it, because she's missed her 2s, but she's made her 3s.
Yeah.
As Hancock clears the rebound. And here's Brown with it. Stewart will dial it up for 3 and hit.
She's at 5 from long range.
Well, you know, I was going to say right here is down low, but Tech's going to have to get stops. But if they're going to get back in the game, they just have not been able to get the stops.
Jenkins again scores.
Yeah, because I say, we're 3 minutes into the fourth quarter, and they really haven't been able to make a dent into the lead. I'm talking about like a serious run to get at the single digits.
Mm-hmm.
They get the ball down low to Hancock, and good defense by Bluefield State to force the turnover. Back the other way come the Blue. Van Hook started looking when she caught the ball where her feet is, because she's missed the 2, but she's made the 3s. Benford on the drive, and the shot's no good, and able to get her own rebound. But the clock doesn't reset because it didn't hit the rim, and that one doesn't hit the rim, but it comes out to Tech. Pass to Stewart. Stewart, reverse layup, it won't go. Benford open for 3, and she knocks it down.
Look.
And we'll have a timeout on the floor. 6:20 for the fourth. It's 87-68 in favor of Bluefield State. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back here on Video Productions as we see the 3 ball right ahead of the break.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. be seen.
The brains of the outfit, Faith Alexander producing. Director is the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins. Jackie Moon on camera. I'm Maris Lyer with Bill O'Brien. The game tonight being brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, the old country store with locations in Beckley and in Princeton. We appreciate Cracker Barrel. Also want to tell you about Exit Elevation Realty. Exit Elevation Realty, also a sponsor of our game tonight. Luke Richmond, the broker, 304-256-0101. You can check them out online at wvexitelevation.com. Also tonight, our game brought to you in part by Infinity Coal Company. You can apply for a job with Infinity Coal. You can apply on their Facebook page at United Coal Company, or you can pick up an application at the Guard Shack located on Independence Road in Sophia, Infinity Coal Company. Bill, you got some numbers with 6:20 remaining in the game and an 87-68 lead for Bluefield State.
Maris, the main thing is turnovers. 17 turnovers now against Tech, and most of them here in this half.
And once again, this relentless pressure, and it has been relentless throughout the game. And like I said, it's forced Tech into multiple turnovers in the second half. And as soon as I say that on cue, just about got another one as they battle for the loose ball on the floor. And it's still loose, and eventually there's the turnover. Numbers for Bluefield State. Van Hook finishes with the layup, and the biggest lead of the game is right here.
Boy, Van Hook has come in here and has just done a wonderful job. She's in double digits. That's 5 now.
Yeah, and I don't recall her. I don't believe she played in the first half, right?
No, you're correct.
Yeah, she did not play in the first half. But they've blown it open as Hancock has it now. It's 89-68, biggest lead of the game here. 15-footer is no good, and that 15-footer put up by Sexton won't go. Here's Benford with it. They cut her off. Here's a drive to the basket, and she'll draw the foul.
Well, again, we remind you we'll have basketball high school style coming this weekend from the Shady Shootout. Shady Spring High School, they do this preseason.
Scrimmage, yep.
Yeah, and it's good. If you love basketball, you want to be there Friday and Saturday.
By the way, here in West Virginia, of course, the football playoffs running a week behind. As anybody that follows that knows that. Semifinals are this week. Got one Raleigh County school still in it, Independence, on the road at Roan. There's a foul on Friday. But also, Bill, where I was going with this, the girls' high school basketball season starts this week. Now, Beckley was supposed to play Princeton on Thursday. That game's been moved, so we will have Beckley's first game of the season, which is 1 week from tonight, next Tuesday. Beckley will play host to Bluefield at Woodrow Wilson High School. Eric Thomas and I will have that game.
Very good. Yeah, we'll be, whenever there's a bouncing ball, we'll be there most of the winter.
We've got a couple of free throws here, and the first one is up and in. And at the free throw line, Jenkins. And biggest lead of the game right here at 90-68. And, you know, Bill, this went from a real competitive game to a blowout in a very short time. As Jenkins misses the second one. Fight for the loose ball. And what do we got? We got a whistle, and Bluefield State got possession and called a timeout. So let's see if we got a full or a 30. We'll have a full, so we'll take it with and be right back here on Video Productions.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Cracker Barrel. Love me some Cracker Barrel. Actually, Bill had a great meal for Thanksgiving from Cracker Barrel, and we got to get Cracker Barrel up on the screen there. We got to wake the heavy hitter up a little bit. He just gave me a wink. He said he had it all the time. The fine folks at Cracker Barrel, I'll tell you what, Bill, it was delicious. They had all the fixings and the trimmings, and you know, when you go to Cracker Barrel and you get their food, it even makes me look like a good cook.
Okay.
It does. It can make you be a good cook as well.
But I'll tell you what, their service is also wonderful.
Yes, it is. Love the fine folks at Cracker Barrel. All right, here is Bluefield State, and we got a turnover.
It's only the 5th turnover.
By the way, looking forward to the Beckley girls season. We think that Beckley should have a good chance, a strong chance to get to Charleston. Senior leadership of Josie Cross. Here's a turnover. Van Hook puts it up, makes it, and she draws a foul.
Wow. This Van Hook young lady has just really come on strong. Here it is again on the Little General instant replay. Watch this. She tips it to herself, puts an off-balance shot off the glass, and it works.
And currently a 10-0 run. It was 82-68. This 10-0 run, 92-68. Biggest lead of the game at 24. Van Hook trying to polish off a three-point play, and she does and takes it to a 25-point advantage.
Anaya Van Hook off the bench with 16 points.
And, you know, Bill, the way this game was going, you know, Tech was fighting there. You know, they were down. I thought, you know, I didn't see this game getting out of hand like it has now in the final 5 minutes to 25 points.
Yeah.
But Tech has continued to play hard. There's a foul. And that is only the first foul of this quarter on Bluefield State.
Foul on Rhodes.
Tech's already over the limit, so free throws the rest of the way for Bluefield State. And you got to think, Bill, with 4:50 left in the game and 93 points scored, that Bluefield State might be able to hit the century mark. Here's Liz Cadle with it. Get the ball down low. Little shot put up. It's blocked. That shot was put up by Nixon. Stewart with 5 to shoot, takes it to the basket, can't finish. And here comes the blue of Bluefield State. Hard take to the basket, and there's they called that an offensive foul, I do believe.
Okay. I'm not sure we got that on replay, but nevertheless, again, I've said this, we've had really good officiating tonight.
Yes, we have. And, Bill, we had it on replay, and you were looking the other way.
Oh,
you asked for it, and the heavy hitter produced it, and then you didn't even look at it. Yes, now we got a foul. And we do. So that's, like I said, that's the third team foul on Bluefield State.
That's on Sample.
4:25 left in this one. In our Pioneer Community Bank postgame show, we'll have a quick wrap-up. This is the first women's game that we've had on Video Productions. We'll have all the home games. The other only home game, and the reason that we weren't able to have it because we had a couple of football games going on that night, as we'll have a couple of free throws here for Tech. But if you remember, they played on a Friday night in November, and you were at covering one football game. Eric and I was covering another one, and we had nobody available to broadcast the game that night. But so from here on out, we'll have all the men's and women's Tech's games here on Video Productions.
We're always looking for technicians, so give us a call if you'd like to be part of the crew.
I guess rather than say technicians, producers and directors.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's it.
And we have that. We have the best in the business in the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins.
Well, you got that right.
He walked into the building. He cut his hair off since the last time I seen him. I didn't know who he was. I said, "Where's Nick?" As the free throw was made. Free throw up and in by Nixon.
Jaslyn Nixon.
But whether he's got long hair or short hair, he's still the heavy hitter. As the free throw is no good. 1 of 2 made. And here's Van Hook. And goes in a scoop layup. You know, for somebody that didn't play at all in the first half, Bill, what's that give her? She's got, what? How many points?
Now 18.
18,
yeah.
Wow. 18 off the bench.
Yeah.
And only playing in the second half. And we got a foul. And have some contact. Both girls hit the floor hard for each team.
By the way, Van Hook is hit 7 out of 10 from the floor.
Down,
Ouch.
yeah, Rhodes is down for Bluefield State. And I'm trying to see, can't quite make out the young lady for Tech because everybody's standing there. But both of them are in pain.
Here's the replay.
Yeah,
Ouch.
you can see the collision there, and that is, well, Rhodes, right?
Isis and Wafour.
No, we'll see. No, 14 is for Tech, which is Ratchford, and that was Rhodes.
Yeah.
10 for Bluefield State. Rhodes is still down. So while they attend to her, we'll take a quick break and be right back as we watch the replay here on Video Productions. Wow.
2025 New River CTC Invitational is back and bigger than ever with over 30 high school and college basketball teams. And we want you to be a part of it. Sponsorship opportunities are now available for the 7th annual New River CTC Invitational. From Bridgeport to Beckley, Martinsburg to Shady Spring, and all points in between, it's a great day to become a sponsor. Don't miss out. Contact us at 304-929-6734 or visit nrctcf.org to become a sponsor today.
And we're back at the Dave Barksdale court, and they're still tending to the injured player for the Big Blue.
Rhodes.
Yeah, she really took a shot, and she's up happily. Well, we have the opportunity to remind you that one of our sponsors tonight is Leisure Lanes. And if you're looking for something to do, if you want some fun, you want to go to Leisure Lanes New Year's Eve Rock and Bowl. Bring in the new year the right way. You talk about a party plus food plus fun. It's all at Leisure Lanes on Johnstown Road in Beckley. Give them a call and make your reservations for the Rock and Bowl at Leisure Lanes.
And you know, Bill, the thing about that, as Rhodes really took the biggest part of that play, and the foul's on her to boot. So we'll have 2 free throws. As, of course, the young lady for Tech unable to stay in the game to shoot the ball and shoot the free throws. And let's see who we got in there, as that first free throw's no good. And with her hair down in front of her back of her jersey, I can't see what number that is. That is Mary Beth Meadows. Meadows misses the first free throw. Second free throw is good. She makes 1 of 2. So we're under 4 minutes for the game, 95-70. And what was a fairly close game, Bluefield State has really put their foot on the gas. And that was really toward the middle of the third quarter on in here to the fourth quarter. As that shot, you know, you look, it was a 4-point lead, 25-21 at the quarter, 10-point lead at 50-40. Tech got as close as 5 after Bluefield State had built a 15-point lead. But it was 16 at the end of 3, 76-60. And this fourth quarter has been all Bluefield State. Tech, Bill, only able to score 10 points up to now so far in the fourth quarter. And another turnover, and that's been the key.
That has been. And this lady has put on quite a show. She missed that one.
Yeah, it looked like she got away with a walk on that one. Now we got a held ball. The arrow points it to Tech.
Yeah, Jasmine Jenkins leads all scoring with 24 points. And as we say, the young lady off the bench who has just done a terrific job, Anaya Van Hook. I mean, my goodness, she's worked her way into a starter, if I were coach.
Well, she's pushed the starters, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But, you know, Bill, sometimes players are better coming off the bench. They see the game, and then there's Stewart on a give and go, puts up the shot, it doesn't go, and she draws the foul. But sometimes that's the case. Sometimes, and we always say, and you know this from back in your day, and John Havlicek.
I thought you were going to say that for the Boston Celtics.
Right, because it was
and
true.
Ohio State.
But when he was with the Celtics,
yeah,
you know,
he was the six-man award every year.
Fifth or sixth man, but it's not who starts the game, who finishes it, and who gets the minutes. If Stewart makes the first of 2. But I'm just saying, some players, they excel in that role of coming off the bench. Both free throws are made by Stewart.
It gives her 17 points.
Yep. And we got a timeout on the floor with 3:03 remaining. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. And we will tell you that Pepsi of Southern West Virginia, one of our sponsors, we appreciate Pepsi. Love to have you an ice cold Pepsi right about now. And tell you, that blue can.
When we get off the air, I'm having a blue can of Pepsi and a handful of Cheez-Its.
There you go.
They go together.
Yes, they do. Well, like Bill told you earlier, we'll be having high school basketball, the preseason scrimmages at Shady on Friday and Saturday. A lot of different teams from the area and some outside of the area. They'll all be available on video productions. There's a shot no good for Bluefield State by Jenkins. And here comes Tech with it.
Again, all-court pressure, even this late.
Here's a 17-footer straight away, no good by Mary Beth Meadows for Tech. Here's a 3, that's no good. That 3 put up that time by Robinson for Bluefield State. Here's Stewart with it. They go inside to Hancock, who's played well. Little short jumper into the lane, little spin. Really not much of a jumper, just a little spin move, and able to finish.
She's got 20 points.
She's played very well. But I think moving forward, Bill, I think you'd agree. I think, here's Van. That's a little strong as that three put up by Van Hook as Tech turns it over. But handling the ball is going to be something that Tech moving forward, but also on the defensive end. You're giving up 95. That's a lot on any level, on any play of basketball to give up 95 points.
Yeah.
And we still got 2:01 left in the game.
Abby Eastman just in for Tech.
So, that's one thing moving forward. They're going to have to, and, that's hard to do. They're going to have to really dig down and going to have to get stops. But they're going to have to be able to take care of the ball. And Bluefield State's pressure was a big difference in this game. As Hancock able to catch, shoot, misses the shot, got her own rebound, and put it back up and in.
Obviously a rebuilding year for Coach Kenny Osborne, but he's a veteran. He'll get it done.
Well, and I think so. I mean, it was a whole new team. I mean, the Coach Brown was here only for 1 year, and, Osborne came in and had to rechange the rosters. That shot's good in the lane. That shot good by Jenkins. But to be a really, you got to think to be a good team for you to be a great team. And to do that, you have to win at home, and B, you got to get stops. I mean, we're coming up on a minute and they've given up 97 points.
Mm-hmm.
8 to shoot. And that's good defense, and they'll call a jump ball, and the arrow will turn it over. So 53 seconds left in this one. And it's going to send a Tech Bill to their 5th straight loss. They'll be 1-8 after this, 1-1 at home. Bluefield State will push their record one game above 500. They'll go to 4-3.
Of course, they're looking for the century mark right now.
There's a short shot in the lane, off the glass is good. And that is Jenkins again. That gives them 99. And we're still pressing here in the final 35 seconds.
Yeah.
And, and that's okay. Hey, listen, they do what they do. As that's a basket, which is good. That is by Eastman. And I think you're right, Bill. I think that they're not just going to dribble it out. I think they are going to try to hit the century mark if they can. And one more field goal or a free throw will get that for them.
They have spread the floor just a bit.
Well, there's 15 seconds to go. I told you, they're shooting for the century mark, and they won't get it. And Eastman has the rebound, and that should do it. So it looks like this is going to end up 99-78. Unless Tech can hit a basket here ahead of the buzzer. And they do. So count that final bucket. So the final score will be 99-80. So Bluefield State wins 99-80. They'll go 4-3. Tech will lose their 5th game in a row. They'll go 1-8. 99-80 the final score. And we'll take a quick break and come back and get you into the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show here on Video Productions.
Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. I'm Maris Lowry with Bill O'Brien. Had Faith Alexander producing and directing the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins. Jackie Moon on camera. Final score: Bluefield State wins this women's game 99-80. Bluefield State will now go to 4-3. WU Tech ladies will drop their 5th straight game, and they are 1-8 on the year. We'll go inside the numbers, and inside the numbers brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. Love to have me an ice cold Pepsi right about now. And Bill, you will have to do inside the numbers before you can get your Pepsi. I'm going to take a drink of a Pepsi while you're doing the numbers.
Oh, man, Blue Can coming up. Here we go, Bluefield State. Now, as we're told, they're 4-3 on the year. And they had a good team game. They hit 39 shots out of 81 tries. That's 48%. From downtown, 13 of 29. That's 45%. And 8 of 12 foul shooting. That's 67%. They had only 6 turnovers in the ball game. And the individual point totals, they had 4 in double figures and a couple more who were close to that. 27 points for Jasmine Jenkins. She had 12 of 22 from the floor and finished with 27 points. Just a great game for Jasmine Jenkins. 18 for Tiana Rhodes, 16 points for Jayla Sample. The other scores, well, include 20 points for Anaya Van Hook. All of those came in the second half, where she had 8 of 13 from the floor and 3 of 6 from long range. 20 points for Van Hook coming in hot off the bench. Also, Drayton Gill scored 9 points off the bench. The other point ladies were Zanaya Robinson with 3 and Azira Binford with 4 points. 2 points for Quao and Robertson. Andrea Robertson started the game and did not score. Miller and Betts both played and did not score. For WVU Tech, team totals 31 field goals out of 51 shots. That's 52.5%. 7 of 14 from long range. That's 50%. And at the charity stripe, 11 of 17, 65%. But where they had their problems, turnovers. 21 turnovers against WVU Tech tonight. Let's go to the individual scoring. 22 points tonight for Kennedy Hancock, who is really good in the post. She hit 9 of 17 and 22 total points for her to lead the way for the Lady Golden Bears. 17 points for Caden Stewart, 14 for Alexis Sexton. 8 points tonight for Liz Cadle, and she didn't play much in the later stages of the ball game. 8 points tonight for Avery Lucas, 2 for Manny Amafula. 2 points for Amafula. 1 point for Meadows. 3 for Brooklyn Davis. 4 for Abby Eastman. And Jaslyn Nixon pitched in with 1 point. Final score, Bluefield State University 99, WVU Tech 80.
And Bill, you were spot on, because when you were given those numbers, Tech shot the ball well overall from the floor. They shot the ball from downtown. Yes, they could have shot a little better from the free throw line, but overall, they shot the ball well. They turned the ball over. And like I said, those are the 2 things I think moving forward that Coach Osborne, that I'm sure that he'll need to work on with his group, is they got to play better defense. They got to get stops, and they got to handle the ball better. And that is part of the growing pains of this Tech team, which is a completely new team, new first-year head coach, new team, not making excuses for them, but just calling it the way it is. And Bluefield State really, they did a great job with their press and turning Tech over and got them to win.
A couple of other quick numbers here. For Bluefield State, their point person, Binford, Azaria Binford, had 12 assists. And Jasmine Jenkins, who led them in scoring with 27, also had 10 rebounds to lead them there. As for WVU Tech, they really didn't have the rebounding that they needed. Avery Lucas with 8 was the best they could do, so they're going to have to work on rebounding as well.
Well, that'll wrap it up here from the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Bardsdale Court. For our entire crew here, for the brains of the outfit, Faith Alexander, who produced, direct by the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, Jackie Moon on camera. For my partner, Bill O'Brien, I'm Maris Lowry, repeating the final score. It was Bluefield State in this women's game defeating WVU Tech 99-80. Till we talk at you Friday from Shady about 10 till 5. Good night, everybody.